Hey ladies. So, hi, happy Friday to you. We've done some deep work this week, and so I wanted to take a moment and do a little video for you on what are some ways to take good care of yourself, some practical ways to take good care of yourself when you're doing deep work. Yeah, it takes good care. This is absolutely a crucial part of being able to go deep is creating like a safe container for yourself. This phrase is passed around a lot. I'm going to just kind of explain it so you know what I mean. So a container holds water. Water is a symbol of emotions. So when we really go into that realm of the ocean, of the water, it's deep, right? It holds a lot of water. So we need a firm, strong container that will hold that. And what is that container? It can be soothing, helpful structure. So having a nice rhythm, keeping a nice rhythm to your day, and taking the kids, making the things that are like your chores something pleasant to be like the solid kind of plain day-to-day kind of stuff that will hold your process together. Instead of being like, making it like a short break where you're going to get a little breather from that emotional world or turmoil kind of world, right? So appreciating that part of your life because it's giving you a container rather than like taking you away. Like you can frame it that way, it's helpful. So it's your container. So these little day-to-day rhythms, routines, and maybe you don't have one and you need to create one. So what I recommend to my clients is that they also add in a routine of self-care. So if you really you've neglected your self-care and you're, baby step your way in. So you're going to want to start with maybe 5 minutes every day of just checking in with yourself and maybe doing something physical, something meditative, a walk. I mean, it can be a wide variety of things. And I'm going to actually touch on the things that I would recommend you do when you're in a purification state or when we're doing this deep work and really digging out old stuff, throwing it out, getting rid of it, and creating a new space. So that, what it kind of reminds me of? It's, I don't know, not in all cultures do we have this, but here where I live now in Germany, they have a very strong practice of what they call the Advent. So I'm a fan of looking at things on many levels, as many of you know. So I look at it as it's basically celebrating the return of the light. So it starts, 4 weeks before Christmas time, which is basically winter solstice. Winter solstice is the 21st or 22nd of December, and Advent finishes maybe a week before Christmas or on Christmas, right? And it's like every Sunday you light one more candle. So it's like celebrating, oh my God, the light is coming. So it's kind of like you're doing that when you dive deep. You want to remind yourself, like, this is a sacred intention to heal and make things better. This is not supposed to be some senseless, crazy torture you're inflicting on yourself. Like, you're diving deep because there's treasures inside. And you value being whole, and you value having integrity, and you value being able to share all parts of yourself and not have these parts of yourself that are tucked away. So we do this work and we have love and compassion for ourselves as we do this sometimes difficult work. Okay, so here are, I think I covered, so the container, creating a rhythm and a structure, and then I wanted to talk really quickly about actual stuff that you can do. So here's what I recommend when you're in one of these stages. So it is a stage of purification. So water is typically an element that we think of when we think of cleansing ourselves. So lots of baths and showers and scrubbing yourself, exfoliating, using a loofah, really, taking a nice hot tub, going to maybe some mineral baths, drinking lots and lots of water, more than you think, drinking teas. Dandelion tea is a nice purifier for the liver, or other herbal, non-caffeinated teas. You're going to want to avoid toxins, particularly in these phases when we're purifying. So toxins can be anything from like junk food to alcohol, to anger, outside of like, obviously you might feel anger during your process of going into the emotions, but I mean like other kind of, you're going to want to avoid irritating situations, which is why sometimes it is really helpful as part of setting that container or boundary to set limits and boundaries with people who drive you nuts, like some of your family, maybe your extended family or your parents or your mom or someone drives you nuts. And you, in order to really be able to go safely within, you're going to want to set some parameters or boundaries. And perhaps they're not spoken. Perhaps they're just, you know that and you have that intention and you avoid. Perhaps you say them and you say, you know what, Mom, I really value, let's see here, if I'm really going to get into it and do a little role play, like I'm feeling really stuck about some stuff that I have going on inside. It doesn't have to be complicated, and I really need to take some time to look what's going on. So I'm going to take a couple months to just, I'm going to go within. I might not be as available via email or telephone. I'll let you know when I feel ready. It can be just that simple. If you have other special questions, feel free to email me or contact me. I know it can be a little more complicated than that. We can talk about my one-on-ones or something like that. But going back to the list of purification, self-care, so fire, so I talked about the water, so fire element, yoga. You want to move energy. You don't want to stay in this stagnant. You're trying to, instead of be like a stream of water that's trickling, you want to get that waterfall, so sweating, moving daily, running, anything that you like. It could be swimming, dancing, going to the sauna, sweating, yoga, physical exercise, breathing. Oh, well, that's actually air. Breathing, stretching, treating your body well. It's your container as well for this. Earth, eating lots of greens, writing down your food. Something that's really helped me, sometimes I can feel guilty or just feel like scattered, and writing down my self-care routine can be very safe and grounding for me. Like, what did I eat today? What did I exercise today? How long? That gives me a sense of a container and consistency. An earthy air kind of thing is like having quiet time, some meditation, some just laying in the blanket and like having some quiet time and cuddling. Another thing that's kind of fire earthy is like oiling yourself, putting coconut oil, natural oils on your body. Oil in Ayurvedic traditions is like love. So like lathering yourself up in love. And then you can get in the hot tub, or you can do the hot tub and then like oil yourself up and then go to bed. Putting it on the bottoms of your feet is very soothing too, and like just putting it all over and then, cuddling or going to bed. Air, getting outside in nature, journaling, laughter, breathing, just singing, reading a good book, watching a funny movie and just laughing. Yeah, so these are all really good things to do. And I hope that serves you and it helps you out. And if you have any questions, look at TanyaDontas.com. Send me an email. Bye.